Namaste ji. Ayubowan, that is in Sri Lankan Sinhalese, which means may you live longer. So if you are to live longer, you need to practice ergonomics. Yes, we'll see what we can discuss today. My company is So Easy, my product is So Easy, and it is pronounced as So Easy. This is how it is written in the language. I got it from the web. I hope I have got it correct. My objectives of this session include an introduction to an invaluable tool for productivity improvement, the industrial engineering. But what I am better at is telling you what, when, where, how, and why to use IE tools. Because, as he said, I have been doing only that for 15 years. At least I have got a little better at that. And also I will give you some tips for doing IE at Asian RNG units. And also with some emphasis on the need to guide your own factory industrial engineer, whoever you present me, to be trained. Industrial engineering and apparel is a tool which helps to cost the labor in ready-made garments, scheduling work and plan forward by allocating labor to suit products, increase the value added in a garment. Now, this is a term which we brought into Sri Lankan IE scene, and now has got wide acceptance from Fiji in this end, then in Laos, then in Vietnam, then in Bangladesh, then Sri Lanka, recently India, Dubai, Kenya, right up to Turkey, and beyond that Serbia, Kosovo. So those are the places where we have brought this added value component into the forefront. And also, this will help you to optimize profits, not to maximize profits, optimize profits. That's where sustainability of the profit and the sustainability of the enterprise is important. By productive labor use, enabling the gain sharing with your own workforce. If you share your gains with your workforce, I'm sure it reaches the bottom of the pyramid, because they are the people who work in this kind of jobs still. I don't know how long they will be there, and I'll be happier if they are not there in that. Okay. I'm not telling investors to, take their monies away, but I'm just trying to give some ideas to think. Industrial engineers toolkit should include skills to improve the bottom rung employees' job quality by making the work easier to perform. And we call this de-skilling. And I know in Sri Lanka, the best work study practicing garment manufacturers are, hell-bent on de-skilling their workforce, their workload. So, if you want to use industrial engineering to de-skill, the first step is de-skilling your own industrial engineer. That's where you have to start. That's what I said I can do in 3 hours. Also, another skill we need is mastering the error proofing. Why do we need to master error proofing? So we have to answer the mobile phone and the SMSs. If we don't error proof, how are we going to work? Nobody smiles or laughs, everybody's surprised. Okay? Build upon human behavior under pressure by approximation and affordance. I'm talking about the industrial engineer's toolkit, which should include building upon human behavior under pressure, using the techniques known as approximation and affordance. And finally, apply ergonomics to make the work suit individual RMG worker, not the individual worker suit the RMG work which you have in your factory. It should be the other way about. Very aptly for timing, just day before yesterday, ISO released the 26800 2011 standard, which is a comprehensive guideline on general approach and principal concepts of ergonomics. Now it's all in one single document. I think every Indian factory, every Indian consultant should carry this document. That will help us to get workforce back to the factories. From my point of view, industrial engineer is a one-man brigade for productivity improvement and cost reduction. Why do I call it one-man brigade? Everybody is saying, how many industrial engineers you need for 100 people? How many work study officers you need for 2 lines? Isn't that what we hear? Yes. So why do I say one-man brigade? In my opinion, not in my opinion, that's wrong to say, it's not my opinion. The Japanese engineers think if you have 2 engineers, there will be handing over between the 2, and there will be more errors. If there is 1, less errors. So if you have more work study engineers or industrial engineers or anybody doing the same work, there will be more errors. I think you are an industrial engineer, you have tend to agree with things I say. Right. So, in a typical factory, in a typical garment factory, whether you are in this corner of the world in Fiji or in Belgrade in this corner, the industrial engineers' errors are absorbed by so many different people in the factory. This. The beauty is when all these differences put together, it cancels out and the variance is very little. There's a theory, I don't know the exact theory, but if you put too many variances together, it tends to cancel out and end result is somewhat better. Now this is part of the puzzle solution. When I say industrial engineering is a one-man brigade for productive improvement and cost reduction, what I'm trying to say here is the mistakes he does in SME calculations, part will be absorbed by the finance department. Quoting the prices to the customer. You might quote one order wrong price, another order excess price, end result, both wins if they stay together. The variance introduced into the planning will be absorbed by something else, which I will come soon in another slide. Then the variance produced by industrial engineer will be absorbed by production team. That also will come in another slide. So with all these variances by people who analyze with stopwatches or various Excel sheets or various means, you will notice many excuses have to be there at all levels of the company. And also within the companies, there are coping mechanisms developed over time, right? And then there are nice visual reacting tools which help you to do few things and still manage this business. And of course, buffers, work in progress buffers, labor overtime, holiday work, all this helps to cope with this variance. And finally, HR team, they will absorb the rest of it. and they will bring the new recruits, and people who have left, and they will bring them back to keep the factories going. So let's go into this interesting next slide to see what are these. A main cause of suffer in any factory I ever sold my system has been just one thing. Almost 95% of all the factories I sold my system had the SMV correct to the closest plus minus 20%. Every factory has got their SMV correct to the level of 20%, plus or minus. In the sense, if you had a shirt of 20 minutes, a factory would say, my time is 23 minutes, or my time is 17. This is where it will move. Everywhere they block. But if you look at the in-depth look, how this 20% is made up. Now this analysis was done very close to your state on 28th July, 11:47, 10 a.m., past some 10 parts of seconds. And the result says SMV is 20.64, 20.4064, 20.41 here. This is the so easy analyzed SMV of a shirt from a company who owns, well-known brands in that area, in that region. They have been into making shirts for a very, very long time. And they are one of the most vertically integrated. They are not just cotton to shirts. They are beyond cotton to the DNA level. I can't tell the name, not fair, because I'm criticizing their figures. Otherwise, I would be very happy, very progressive company. Who knows what interpretations can be given. So their SMV was 24.71, which is 21% variance. Not a big deal. Their own brand, their own company, 750 people, they can easily deal with this 20% variance. But if you look little deeper, this shirt had 40 operations. I am showing only about 20 to suit this screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 30 to 41. If you look at the individual operators level, the variance has been 143%. That means she is given a target of 100. She can do 250. So she is having a thing called very loose target. Very loose target. But does she come and tell the supervisor, here, I can do 250? Will she come and tell? Sorry? Very rare, very, very rare, yes. And there are people whose targets are as much as 20% tight. Right bottom here, front button placard label attached. Target is tight by 20%. When she comes and tells the supervisor, here I can't do this, I'm going to leave, is she going to be given a less target? No. So, in a typical sewing line, though the SMV for costing and scheduling is correct by plus or minus 20%, at the individual worker level, the variance is from 150% in this case to tight 20%. When we really analyzed all 40 operations, 30 operations were loose. That means 75% of the operations were loose. And 10 of the operations, which is 25% of the operations, were tight. Now, as a result, what happens? Factories develop coping mechanisms, variance absorbing buffers. Now, important thing to see here is the collective variance of the workforce in this particular line is 1,907%, not 20%. for the costing or scheduling.